Okay, everything's looking good. Hi, I'm Shade Raven Black, aka Shade Black Scarlet Gwendolyn. As a reminder, my content's not for kids. I cuss like a sailor. Anyway, welcome. Let's get into Sonic Rumble. Hope everyone's been okay. I'm gonna turn on the light real quick. Oh. Whoops. Forgot to mute the second TV. There we go. I used that so I could see if anyone messaged me. I really need to get one of those fancy monitors one of these days. Alright. I'm doing it with a mouse instead of the controller. That's fine. Yeah, even though it's like 8 a.m., it's fucking dark as fuck in here. That's why I turn on the light. But, you know, I only have one window. Yeah, let's start with Party Rumble. 150%, got it. Nice. Yeah, so it turns out I need to replace like a wire for my Wii U. Like the charger cable for the gamepad. I should be able to do that in a few days. But from the looks of it, you can have like a Wii U shop. Like you can install it on there and go on there. But I'm gonna look into it and but I probably should focus on the first Wii first. Because I did plug in the portable hard drive. And from the looks of it, I probably need a different wire for it, like one of those wires that splits. I might be okay with regular Wii, but for the Wii, maybe I need the... I'm gonna call it the Y wire. Basically, it has two USB cables in one, with the one wire that connects to the USB drive itself. But there's something I've been thinking about. I wasn't sure where to play the old school Pokemon games, but then again, I don't really want to support Pokemon, given what they turn into. I haven't played Pokemon. I dropped off after the 3DS days, because that whole... You can't transfer all your Pokemon, and you can't use Mega Evolutions, and the game being glitchy as fuck for the wrong reasons is bullshit. I don't get why the hardcore fans are defending the multi-billionaire company. Like, I see that more especially with some Pokemon fans. So weird. And it's like the hardcore ones tend to be the biggest bootlickers. When I say I like Pokemon, I like the old school Pokemon, okay? Not what it became, but if anything, I like Power War more than Pokemon, so I think I will play Power War on this channel. So, my boyfriend owns it. I may own it myself, but he was nice enough to let me, you know, play his like digital copy. You know, we're game sharing, so whenever I'm done with get back into Subnautica and finish it, I'll probably start a little bit of that, but I will also be doing Unity on the side. was also like doing some research yesterday, like trying to get back some clips, like lost clips on my other Instagram account, which was like my comic account, really. I did run into like one nice one. There was this dad showing his kid One Piece episode 1 a day since birth, and I'm like, just one, really? Oh, he's a little baby. Yeah, he's not gonna. I'm against the whole screen time fucking scare. Like, we're suffering that because a bunch of irresponsible parents and people gave babies fucking iPads. I fucking knew this shit was gonna happen. I fucking knew it. I mean, little kids are usually very destructive and they don't know what to do. What the fuck? But I don't think the whole screen time's an overcorrection. Like, Jesus. Like, I binge game like fucking GameCube when I was 6 years old. I'm fine. And then there'll be some people, oh well, it was different back then, but yet they won't allow them to play like a retro game, acting like, oh, it's a screen, I can't let them play for long, da da da. Dude, play with your kids, okay? Both outside and indoors. If they love that single player game, treat binge gaming like a treat. I guarantee you they will love it if you treat it like a treat. That's what I keep saying. But, you know, I have nothing against that one episode a day One Piece guy. I'm pretty sure he'll let him, like, watch more as he gets older. But he's just trying to make content, so I respect the grind. He probably lets him watch other anime too, because I saw the kid trying to get Dragon Ball, so he's probably has like one Piece, one Dragon Ball, like maybe a few episodes a day or something. Pretty sure that's what's happening. It's cute. We gotta make the next generation anime fans and gamers. But not sore losers, please, okay? I also want them to know how to fucking code and creative. World be a better place. Yeah, for those of you saying, well, why not books? Why not books? It's not one or the other, motherfucker. It's not one or the other. Shit, you know when my ex-best friend used to fucking threaten me? She threatened to cut my throat all the way down to my belly to my guts hang out. And she just made me hate books more. You know, I was screamed at and fucking beaten over that shit. It's not how you get a kid to love to read. Yeah, so I don't want to hear it being one or the other, so why not both, okay? Why not both? Alright? Calm the fuck down. Your bookworms with some weird psychosis need to calm the fuck down. Now, if you're a common sense bookworm and get it, I respect you. And I will tell you guys this. I think games with like heavy reading comprehension is needed more. Need to get people to think. Personally. I mean, I think like getting a kid a Legend of Zelda game with a game guide to kind of force them to read is a good idea. Same with Michael Jackson's parenting, like getting them to read books if they want that new video game. Like, to encourage them to read if you're struggling to get them to read. Plus, there's Hideo Kojima's parents' method. Like, Hideo Kojima loved movies. Instead of restricting him from watching movies, his parents got him to write about it. Like, the themes, the characters. Because they knew he had a passion, a fixation on movies. They wanted him to appreciate and understand what he was watching. He owns his own game company to this very day. He's in charge. He was in charge for most of the Metal Gear Solid games. Of course, Konami's trying to erase his company with remasters, unfortunately. Play the originals. And he made Death Stranding. That man's a genius. He earned it. So I don't want to hear treating technology like a drug for kids but not for yourself message. It's stupid. Okay. I don't care about like, oh, the studies. Fuck the studies. Besides, most studies tend to be biased as fuck, unfortunately. I mean, that's also what happens when you give a kid no guidance. If anything, I'm worried about the mentally ill millennials and, to some extent, older Gen Zs that are buying up this crap. When they had it good in childhood, most of them had the Nintendo 64 and binge played that motherfucker for hours. PS2, GameCube, take your pick. They had it good. And they don't want to give that to their kids? Fuck them. They are the boomers 2.0. They experience all the greatness that technology gave them, and they don't want to give it back because they claim it's so bad for you, just like the boomers did. With, oh yeah, we did sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Oh, you can't have any. I'm not saying sex and drugs is good for kids, but I'm just saying, I'm making a point. If anything, rock and roll is good for everybody. Any genre of music, really. Most of them. I don't consider mumble rap a genre. Some of you were like, well, what about AI music? It's like, yeah, that's... But anyway, look. I mean, but unfortunately, you know, we opened the Pandora's box to AI, so I'm just kind of... It is what it is. We just need to reuse it responsibly if those of you want to reuse it, okay? I try to avoid it. Like, I'm all for helping humanity. I'm all for that. But to scam people? Not so much. So, we just need a better way to do things. But that's my personal opinion. You don't have to agree with it. I just think we need stricter laws against scamming. But I'm not gonna go too into AI right now. It's depressing, man. Like, I mainly just don't like it when people use it for evil, if that makes sense. But also, you know, the boomers were free to go outside whenever they wish back then, too. So were Gen X. But Gen X were mainly latchkey kids. So latchkey kids means coming home to empty homes. It was just a key. Yeah, Gen X had to raise themselves. A good portion of them. So, it's like I feel like they've experienced all that, mainly the boomers, and then they do this weird stranger danger thing and trying to scare people to stay indoors. Or do controlled playdates. And now the millennials are doing the same fucking thing with technology in general, but it's worse. It's amazing, they're worse than boomers. They're becoming worse than them. Because, let me ask you something. If iPads were truly the issue, why aren't we banning them? Why aren't we having, like, strictly over-the-counter shit? Like alcohol be like 21 or over can buy this. Think about it. And why did we go from you need to learn how to use this technology to fuck you, it's like a drug, don't use it. We need to learn how to use the technology and build it and how it works. The problem is not many people got the opportunity to do it, and when these stupid iPads came out, not many people were being taught. It's because a bunch of lazy ass parents didn't want to teach. They didn't want to parent. We are all paying for it because of lazy ass parents. Like, if you don't want to teach and guide your kid, are you having a kid because you were irresponsible? Because you just wanted a flex of having a kid? Like, it's not an extension of yourself or your accessory. That is a person you're lazy. I'm sick of this crap. I really am. You guys don't need to pay for all this, all because some mentally ill millennials and to some extent mentally ill Gen Z is causing all this. I was there in the before times. I'm sorry, just saying that. It's making me laugh, but no, seriously, I was there before the iPad shit. It was great. It really was. There's nothing wrong with playing a video game for fucking hours. It's not like you're doing it all day, every day. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, it's hacking your dolphin. You get dopamine for anything that gives you joy. Shut the fuck up. You need dopamine to live. And there's no such thing as dopamine detox. Without it, you'll be dead. You hear me? Dead. Yeah, these people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You know what I wanted to do when I was 15? Aside from going through all the horrific shit, I wanted to learn how technology worked. I wanted to learn all about old media. My mom taught me how to pirate shit. And pirated shit I did. I had a great time. I didn't do all that social media bullshit back in the day. Not until I was in my 20s. Like, yeah, I did hop on, but I was barely on there. I didn't give a shit. We are paying for the consequences for the people that stayed on social media when they should have been doing literally anything else. And I used YouTube as a tool, thank you very much, and for entertainment. Oh, it's just social media. Just shut the fuck up about that. It's a tool, okay? Yeah, can you comment on videos? Yes. But can you also turn the comments off of your videos? Yes. It is what it is. It's been that way since the beginning. If you want to go as any fucking online platform where you comment a social media argument, you're a fucking idiot. That is generalized as fuck. On Xbox, there's no doom scrolling. On PlayStation, there's no doom scrolling. On Nintendo, there's no doom scrolling. At least as of right now. You don't have to doom scroll. You know what I just do on there? Play my game. I talk to my boyfriend, then I get off. Ooh, shocking. I go on there to hang out with my boyfriend, okay? Like, all this pedophile fucking scare. Like, a pedophile can get on... If you go online, a pedophiles hide online 24/7 just waiting for your kid to get on. That's so fucking fear-mongering. Holy fuck. Yeah, watch your kid, of course. Make sure they're safe. You can turn off the chat settings in the game consoles, of course. Let me ask you guys this. If pedophiles were the problem, right? Like preventing from kids to go outside without being, you know, watched 24/7. Back in, I want to say, the 2000s. And nowadays, online. Why isn't there stricter laws against the pedophiles? Why are the future generations of kids paying for this? Why are they paying for some fucking idiots? And for some terrible people. The actions they've caused other people. Why? Why isn't there stricter laws against pedophiles? Why isn't there a death sentence for them? No, seriously, why? Because the world will be a better place if we have a death sentence for all of them. Same with the rapists. If you argue against that, you're fucking weird. Sick of this shit. The internet should be blooming. Because a lot of these guys focus only on social media apps. They focus only on the worst of them. There's a whole internet outside that, but of course if you communicate with anybody online, it equals bad. That's not how it works. GitHub has a lot of amazing shit. And there's a lot of amazing homebrew websites I go to, okay? I thought it was so cool as a kid, seeing all these people making homebrew games for the Sega Dreamcast. Now, the only time I met some bad people was in my 20s, because I was allowed to branch out and talk to people. Trial and error, motherfucker. Trial and error. And by that, I mean through the internet. I was trying to... I mean, it's like online dating for you. You don't know what you're gonna get. But that's because I was an adult. Say it with me. I was an adult. Not a kid. I knew not to do that shit as a kid. I was adult. It's like, well, I give it a try and see how this works. Lo and behold. But, you know, I eventually, you know, learned the fucking patterns and met some good people and met some better friends. So, that's just what happens. So, if anything, people need to know, like, how to make friends. Make sure they're making decent friends. And we need to get rid of these pedophiles. Just kill them. Same with the rapists. The world will be a better place. But anyway, that's about it with my rant, so... Let's see, 13 hours? Yeah, we did quite a bit, huh? Alright, thank you so much for watching my stream/videos. I appreciate it. Hit that like, subscribe. If there's any games you want me to play, any drawings you want me to draw in the future drawing stream, let me know down in the comments below. And please remember to be the best versions of yourselves and respect one another, and